Hello, Vineyard BMW here. I'm getting ready to do a review on my Ultralight Backpacking setup. I know there's a lot of them out there, and like everybody's, it's a work in progress. I wanted to thank Tinny and Jason Class and Backwoods on Fire for all their suggestions and great videos. You guys have been a big help as to the formation of what I have. Anyway, let's get started. So here's my setup. Well, first off, my ultralight setup, I always take my poles. They're a little heavy to be considered an ultralight pole, but they're really not in my pack. They're always in my hands. I use them for everything, of course, for trekking and for tent setups, whatnot. Very, very good multi-use tools. I also carry I don't know if you can see it or not, but I carry a wrap of black duct tape, 500 mile an hour tape or whatever, on both poles. Some people put it on a credit card, some people put it around a pin. I just find that's where I like to keep it. My pack itself is basically just a high capacity day pack. I found that I can stuff a lot of stuff in there, and the way the back panel is set up on this thing, it works pretty good. I find that it's only 11 pounds anyway, so I find I really don't need a hip strap. I should probably have one. It would save some wear and tear on my body. When I get some extra money saved up, I'm going to get me a nice Gossamer gear pack, like a Mariposa. But, well, first off, let's take a look at what's inside. Got my cook kit, which is Tinny and Jason Class inspired. I'll go more into it. It's just a hiney pot. I'll go into more into that, my stove and my cook kit setup. This is what I use to eat out of. A lot of people prefer the Ziploc bowls and whatnot. This is just a lemonade container that I have cut the little funnel off of. Works good for like rehydrating stuff. I put my dehydrated stuff in there, put my hot water in and seal the lid up. It holds up to boiling temperatures very well. I can drink out of the cup. I got a bowl. It's very versatile, multi-use. Plus, I store a lot of dry food in there and kind of keep some moisture off. Just some tuna, some chicken salad, a couple of breakfasts, a grits pack, and a instant oatmeal pack. I carry other food elsewhere in the pack. My water containers are just some Gatorade bottles I've taken and graduated them so that when I'm rehydrating food or I'm cooking, I know how much water I have. I carry 2 of these bottles. That way I got 2 bottles. My fuel bottle, or my main fuel canister, is just a pop top coffee creamer container. Works really good. And of course, first aid kit. It was an old Army first aid kit. I kind of retained the container and repacked it with sutures and whatever else. I mean, everybody's got their own first aid kit. My poncho slash tarp. It's an Army poncho and tarp, sil nylon. It works, or whatever the Army version of that is. It works really, really well for both. That's one of the keys to ultralight packing, is to multitask as many of your items in your pack as you can. Now I've got just a stuff bag with tent stakes, some cordage, a couple of cheap carabiners, just depending upon how I want to set it up at the moment. And when it comes to my sleeping bag, it's not an ultra lightweight sleeping bag. It is a lightweight. I could put it in a compression sack and compress it way down, but I find that if I can compress it down, there's not enough stuff in my pack to not rattle around. So if I leave it uncompressed, it will kind of fill the pack space more. It's a North Face. It's a 40-degree bag. I'm not sure what model it is, but works good for me. Of course, always bring Current Issue Backpacker, favorite magazine in the world. Side container here, or side pocket. I keep just a small 5x7 tarp for a ground sheet. I could carry Tyvek. This doesn't weigh much more than Tyvek, and it's got a nice little stuff sack it goes into. Of course, my Sunto compass. I'll stuff my map in the pocket back there too. Depending upon where I'm going. Small fishing kit. I've got some string, some lures and whatnot. I'll actually use my trekking pole as a cane pole type thing. Some more food, tuna creations, wonderful stuff, excellent protein. This is my fuel bottle that it's graduated, and I use it for when I'm cooking. I'll put it from my main fuel container into here. Some more food, some granola bars. My kid's headlamp, it's my old headlamp that I broke the strap on. I put a piece of webbing on it. He keeps it in his pack and it works really good. It's really old school. I've had it for 15 years. And then my fire kit. I've got, of course, a magnesium fire starter. Works really good. And then inside of there I stuff a bunch of dryer lint, which is nature's, or man's perfect tinder. It all fits up in this nice little, actually I got this at a gas station for $3. It's a cell phone holster, but works good for my fire kit. And then I also have just a little lockback knife. Nothing fancy. It's not even a name brand knife. It just works in my pack. It's not very heavy. And then just a cheap Swiss Army style knife. I think everything in the pack here, if you don't figure in the poles, everything in the pack probably cost me a total of minus the sleeping bag, probably $30. Sleeping bag, of course, I'm not sure how much I paid for that a while back, but and the poles were Walmart poles for, I think these were $18. So, and it's a fairly comfortable setup. I enjoy it. I'll go into more depth on the cooking, on my cooking setup in greater detail in a different video. But once again, thanks to Tinny and Jason Class and Backwoods and Fire. You all have given me a lot of great ideas. It's a great, the Ultralight Backpacking community is a great deal. So, once again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.